does this belief that I have, does this still serve me? Is this really what I believe? And is this how I want to lead my business and to lead the people that I'm serving, my community, my family, my clients? The answer might be a little uncomfortable.
How do you identify your values?
It actually starts with getting a bit uncomfortable with yourself. You have to go back and really look at some of the high points in your life and some of the low points. It's within the struggles that a lot of our values are defined and start to emerge. And we don't want to ignore those opportunities, those things that have happened to us that have really shaped us through pain. When I work with clients who are looking to hire or looking to grow their company or expand, we really start by identifying what's your origin story? What's your brand story? Why did you get into this industry? And what's important to you? And so we come up with a series of different values and belief systems that they have. From there, we narrow it down to some different categories. And from that, we're able to come up with really what their main values are in both their personal life and then what are their organizational values. And so by doing so, it just completely changes the whole aspect in which you lead your life on a personal level. The people in your business, how are you leading them if you're not leading them through your own values? It's completely transformational. And also from a sideline perspective, it's really exciting.
A lot of people will start a sales team because they're really great at sales, but they suck at organization building and they haven't yet approached like, how do I become a leader?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're new into that world, what is it that you should do first? Is it to identify what your beliefs are, what your values are? I mean, I know that's what I recommend, but what are your thoughts on that?
Here's where I would start. And actually, this is where I personally started. I read a book a couple years ago, The 4 Agreements. And in there, the author talks about how the majority of the decisions that we make in our life, stemming from childhood, business decisions, personal decisions, they're based on a belief system of values that we carry with us that are actually not our own values. They're not our own beliefs. We've actually been conditioned to believe these things because our parents believe them, our teachers believe them, our friends. And so we want to fit in. We're a tribal society. We could even go back to the psychology of it and we can talk about nomads and being cavemen. And if you were not in a tribe, if you did not fit in with your tribe and you were exiled, I mean, you were likely to die. A lot of times as humans, we really just want to fit in. And so a lot of times what I have seen with agents, even myself, I completely admit to this. I did things and I said things and I acted a certain way because I wanted to fit in with my team and the people around me. I wanted to be liked. Who doesn't want to be liked? And so it starts with being able to peel back layer by layer and ask yourself, does this belief that I have, does this still serve me? Is this really what I believe? And is this how I want to lead my business and to lead the people that I'm serving, my community, my family, my clients? The answer might be a little uncomfortable. It might be like, hey, I don't even know where this belief came from.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon.
How do you reconcile the paradox of if you get kicked out of the tribe, you may be eaten? Right? Like going back to the nomads. Yet, if you're being that lemming and you're following somebody else's values, there's a little bit of a paradox there. So what do you say to that? I mean,
if you're feeling the pull of being an entrepreneur, the reality is you have to be different. You are different. And I know that this might be a little bit, spiritual. We all have values that were placed inside of us, gifts that the universe has given us. And if we're not leading into them, and if we diminish them, it's really an injustice to everyone that's around us. We absolutely do not need to be aligned with every single person. Everybody doesn't have to like us. When you discover what your values are and what your gifts are and what you're really freaking good at, I can promise you that there are other people who are looking for a leader who feels that way, and they're going to be attracted to you. And that's what attraction is, right? I don't call it recruiting. I say, let's attract the right people to sit in the right seats of your bus, because those people are looking for you. And when you're not aligned with your own values, these people are lost. They're looking for you, and you're not there to lead them.